Hi, Wings. Happy Monday. How's it going? Happy fall. Got all my fall stuff out. Isn't she pretty? It's one of my favorites. I think it's one of the favorite ones I've ever done. So got all my fall stuff out. Hope you guys are all having fun decorating too. Or maybe you're not. Maybe you hate decorating. I'm not sure, but it's one of those crazy things that I love to do, decorate for the holidays. But I had a couple of fun things to share with you guys today. So, as you know, our 11/11 event is coming up. So, this crazy thing, you're like, what on earth, Nicole? This is on my desk. So, 11/11, make a wish. This is the actual box. So, I've had a few of you send me the bracelet. There's a bracelet that has like a coin like pendant, and it's an 11/11 make a wish bracelet. And I actually have the bracelet. My friend Colleen got me that bracelet a few years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago now. It's pretty beat up because I've worn it so much, but it's amazing. And this is the actual box to it. So I still have the box because I loved it. And it's 11/11 Make-A-Wish. It's on my desk. Coming out of it is this crazy thing. So that would be a dead pine leaf. In this space that I'm in right here, one year, so 2019, I took a leap of faith and I left DI and I went to Force for a brief period of time. And it was a whirlwind of a period of time, let me tell you. But for about 3.5 months, found myself traveling to Atlanta, Georgia every week. And it was hard. It was, there were some bumps there for sure. But traveling to Atlanta every single week, I've got a busy life and 3 kids and a lot going on. So not the easiest time for sure. And just trying to, get through all of that and make things happen. And I will say, I saved this because it was just such a moment in time that I'll never forget. So in the space that I'm in right here, this space that I have right here, this is in my bedroom actually, and this is my desk space. When COVID hit and 2020 happened and the whole world went upside down, and I realized I had to really work from home and figure this all out. This was a space I had where I could close my door and create a quiet space for myself. So I came home, it was probably early December, and I came home from a business trip. And in this exact space was a huge, the ceilings in here are a little bit vaulted, a huge Christmas tree. And it didn't have anything on it, didn't even have any lights on it. Just was this big, beautiful tree. And if you have followed me at all or know anything about me, I love trees and Christmas trees for sure. And every room in my house usually has a tree, but my room was always a space that we never really, I never really got around to putting a tree in my room. But it was pretty special because it was a lot of hectic time and there was a lot going on and it's just really special. So I think I'll always save that, even though it's dead. Even though it's dead, it's on there. And then these little things that are hanging off of here, just a symbol of one of my many times where I had a dream and I went after something, and and I think that that's kind of a pattern here, right? But I think I just continue to go after those dreams. And that was a time, I think that was in like 2008. I worked at Aspen, and 2006, 7, I started Coco Posh. I was making purses, did a little bit of decorating, tablescaping, and I had a party at my house where I partnered with a friend of mine at work who cooked and did a cooking class, and I did all the tablescapes. So I took tree branches from outside and brought them in, and I made this big, enormous tree in the middle of the table and did this tablescape. And those little love letters were hanging, those little notes were hanging all over the tree, and they were glitter. They don't look so great anymore. It's been many moons since I made them, but those are just a couple symbols. It's one of them says, I do now and forever. And the other one says, watching our dreams come true. every day. So just two of them that I really loved and kept. But it's just a little reminder to keep chasing my dreams and keep going. So that brings me to my biggest dream, right? So I wrote down, just so you guys know, 2006, I created Coco Posh. I did purses. 2008, Coco Posh was a party planning and tablescapes. 2010, I tried to get my own show on Oprah's network. That was an amazing ride. I had just such an amazing ride, and I came in third in that competition, and I'll just never forget the momentum. If you were around me at that time, you know what I'm talking about, and I can't thank the people that voted for me. And it just was awesome. But I did not get my own show, but it was a party planning show, and it was tablescapes and decorating and all the things that I love. And then 2014, I was working with the lawn care nut, Al Hain, and we were on a business trip once, and he's like, do you want to be the king or do you want to be the kingmaker? And I'll never forget him saying that. And I didn't know how to shoot videos or do any of the stuff he was asking me to do, but he was like, just do it. So 2014, I started my own YouTube channel, and I shot all my own videos, and I uploaded 20 videos on a YouTube channel for Coco Posh. And that was wild. And they were just, how to make, Easter wreaths and all sorts of crazy stuff, but it was a crazy ride, and I did it, and just one of those things. And then I was going through my phone recently, and I came across and I actually took a picture of it in my notes section of my phone. It said 2000, it was a note from 2017. And it said women's conference. And it had like 5 names listed, and Colleen's name was one of the ones at the top of that. And so I took a picture of it and I sent it to her. She's been a champion of mine for a long time, and she certainly helped me with so much of this. But boy, she was like, what? 2017? You guys, it's here. We are almost a month away from the first annual women's conference for Wings Coaching. I'm so excited. 11/11 this year, we are going to have our first conference. And I'm beaming. I'm nervous. I think all good things in life and all good risks in life are the ones that give you that butterfly feeling inside. And I definitely have that. And I'm nervous. I've got a lot to do. I've got a lot to pull together, but I also know that I've got enough passion about it. I'm excited about every piece of it, and I'm just excited for you guys to join me. So I hope you're getting your tickets, and I hope you're as excited as I am. But I wanted to take a brief few minutes and talk about who's going to be with me and what the lineup is. I know I shared last week in the flyer what the lineup is, but I've got 3 people on a panel, 3 amazing women on a panel. These women, one of them, so Kim White has been in my life for probably the last 5 years. I remember meeting her. We both talk about that first time that we met each other and how struck we were with each other at that time. And then right away in 2020, when I was starting my own company, it's just wild how these people come into your life and how it just, the momentum that comes from it. And Kim's definitely been one of those amazing people. So she is the executive director of the Career and Networking Center, and she's doing an amazing job. What a year, 2 years it has been for people who are jobless and people that are struggling with their professional careers, and what a resource the Career and Networking Center is for people who need help professionally and resume building and all of that. They have so many programs, coaching programs, resume building, networking programs, and just a phenomenal resource. And Kim's at the helm of that, just making it all happen. So it's not been all easy. She's definitely a very hard worker, and half the time, it's very hard to get a hold of that girl because she's just got too much going on. But a heart of gold and, you know, a work ethic like nobody I've seen. And so to have her on that stage is just going to be amazing. She's part of our panel. Second amazing woman on our panel is Anita Knotts. I met Anita, actually I met Anita through the third person on our panel. And so I'll come back to Anita. Dana Michelle Davenport. Dana is Dana being Dana, and she is just a force. Dana is a force. There is no other word I can use. I just love being with her, and she brightens every room she goes into. She is an attorney, an amazing attorney, strong, amazing attorney. And then on top of that, she has her own show. So she has Dana being Dana. And she's tackling some amazing topics, and she's just a natural in front of the camera. And she, you know, I can't say enough good things. And so I actually met Dana through Kim. And at one of Dana's events, Dana had an event where we were actually viewing the new show, and I met Anita. And Anita and I, we met each other during a pandemic at an event, both with masks on, kind of standing off on the side. It was right when things were kind of opening back up. People were coming out of the pandemic. And I'll never forget, we started talking with one another, and we spent the entire night talking. Just amazing chemistry with each other. And I couldn't get enough of her story and just her strength and what I've seen in this last year and what has evolved in this last year. So Anita has gone out on her own and created the Lotus Women's Institute. And she's creating this amazing movement where for women in financial services. So she's got a financial services background, and she wants to bring light to not only bringing women into a male-dominated industry, but educating women about finances, which I think is so important. And I'm so passionate about it. So she brings a lot of passion, smarts, just an amazing fierceness to what she's building. And I just can't wait to continue to see it unfold. She's in the beginning stages of it. So I can't wait for you to meet her, hear more about it, and watch this thing unfold. But all three of these women, I think when I feel the energy, and I think you can see it, like there is passion and momentum, and, you know, we are here to really move things forward. So I'm excited to get this panel up on stage and talk about where we've been, where we're going, maybe some hurdles along the way, but super excited about it and so blessed to have them as our first panel for the 11/11 event. And then our keynote speaker is Sabrina Erskine. And Sabrina, every time I have been with Sabrina, from the very, very first time I met Sabrina, I actually met Sabrina as a client. She was a client of mine when I was at Dealer Inspire. And I remember being blown away by her presence, her poise, the way she handled herself in meetings. She works in a very male-dominated arena. She's in automotive, and she is fierce. She really is. But not in an overt, like in your face kind of way, just in a she rules the room kind of way. So I think you're going to see that the minute she gets on stage. And but I also love that she's going to share. It's not always been easy. It's definitely had its hurdles. And I think that's what all of us are sharing about this. We need to talk about the past. We need to talk about the hurdles in the past to know how we're going to get to the future and how we're going to pave the way to get to the future, which is what I'm really excited about. So I'm excited about the event. I'm so thrilled to have these amazing women join me and be part of the event. There are many other activities and moments that are going to happen this day, but these are our fierce women that are going to take that stage with me. Emceeing the event is Miss Katie Simon. Katie is one of my favorite humans. She really is. She's got a wit about her and just some chemistry you cannot deny. She's going to take that stage and you're going to know right away she owns that room. So I'm so excited. She's going to MC this event for us, and I can't wait to see her light up that room. I'm excited for all of us to be there together. All of us coming together is what makes this room just, oh, it just is going to ignite. And I'm so excited to be a part of it. So thank you for making this dream come true. I've had it on a piece of paper long before 2017, but the fact that that was in my notes since 2017, I think it's important for us to dream. And I think it's really important for us to make dreams come true, even if they make us nervous. So this one makes me nervous as hell, but I'm doing it anyway. And I'm so excited that you guys are all going to be there with me. I have a lot of passion for these topics and these people and all of you, and I can't wait for us all to be together. So please come join me on 11/11. Get your tickets and be there. It's in Lisle. It's not that far. And I've kept the price really, really low because I want you to be there. This day is all about you. Please be with me. Take care.